So for this week's challenge, I'm taking on the US Army's 75th Ranger Regiment, sometimes known as the Airborne Rangers. They've got a great motto, which is Rangers lead the way. They're part of the Special Operations units in the American forces, and trust me, they've got a tough set of pre-selection tests. So I really ummed and ahed whether I was going to upload these videos or whether I was going to redo the test, because I wasn't feeling very well when I did them, so subsequently my performance wasn't brilliant. But at the end of the day, my channel is all about, you know, determination and trying to push through boundaries, and some days you aren't feeling your best, but you've still got to kind of bite down on the gum shield and get things done. And it's also all about showing what an average person can do, and I'm very much so an average person. So I thought, let's upload them. You can see what the tests are all about at the very least, and I hope you enjoy. So as I touched on at the start, they're a special operations unit, so as you'd expect, even pre-selection is tough. It's a tough set of challenges, and the first 4 are all completed together. That's my understanding anyway, which is 2 minutes of push-ups, and you've got to do 53 in that time. 2 minutes of sit-ups, and you've got to do 63 in that time. 4 pull-ups, there's no time limit, it's just as long as you can stay on the bar for effectively. In between each of those, there's 1 minute of rest. And after the pull-ups, you move on to do a run, which is a 2-mile run, and you've got to be under 14 minutes and 30 seconds. I then have taken on the day after, the morning after, I took on the 6-mile tab, which is a 35-pound tab. I did that at 4:30 in the morning and fasted, and strange enough, I did that the day after, but I was feeling better by then. So subsequently, that run wasn't actually too bad in the end, as hopefully you'll see in the video. Anyway, sit back, enjoy. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, be really, really appreciated. Enjoy, here we go, 75th Army Rangers Regiment. And then let's get after it. Just in quick summary again, got to do at least 53 press-ups in 2 minutes, 63 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and then a minimum of 4 pull-ups, and then straight outside, 2-mile run, get it done in 14 minutes 30 seconds or less. Here we go, let's see how I get on, shall we? Said that first minute rest, 10 seconds to go, then I'm onto the sit-ups then. Here we go. Coming to the end of the next 1 minute rest period, about 15 seconds to go. Well, I found it more difficult than I thought so far, but see if I can crack up 4 chin-ups, and I won't be far away from passing each of those, but just scraping them all so far. I mean, admittedly, I'm a long distance runner, that's what I do, but so these aren't necessarily my forte, my strength, but I've been trying to work on them for about the last 6 weeks, and I'm definitely getting stronger. But today I just having a weak day so far. Can normally do the press-ups easier and the sit-ups and the chin-ups easier, but do you know what? This could happen on the real day. You know, you're going for a selection test with the military or police or whatever it may well be, and you have days when you feel weak, and you just got to kind of grit your teeth, get through it, do what you can, and that's what I tried to do today. But let's get after this 2-mile run. Hopefully my legs are feeling a bit better for that one than my upper body strength is, but hey, let's see what happens, shall we? Let's get after it. Right, that's the way I'm going. 3, 2, 1, and off we go. First little bit uphill, and then after that let's settle into the run, settle into pace. 2 miles to do, 40 minutes 30 seconds is a benchmark. See how tough this is. Airborne Rangers. Key if you can is to try and pace yourself into it. Try and get your breathing into control. Don't go off too fast. Make sure you're going off quick enough so you don't have to make time up at the end. That's what I'm trying to do. Just coming to the first mile. I've picked a course with a bit of undulation in it. I don't know how flat the Rangers course is, so I thought just add something in there, mix it up a little bit, just in case there is a bit of climbing on it. Obviously, ideally, 2 mile all out. You want it flat as a pancake, but that's always the best thing to do. Add it to the challenge. 0.15 miles to go. Final bit of uphill again, but that's the way it falls. Let's just push on now to finish. Just coming to 12 minutes. So I've gone okay. Despite talking to the camera, just fucked your breath up, but hey ho. Born if it's commentary free. Almost there. 0.05 mile. Getting there. Last tiny little push. Done. Thankfully. These sort of maximum efforts are never fun, are they? 12:41. So weak performance in bodyweight stuff, but the run was still okay. Again, I can do that a bit quicker, but just depends on you at the day. We're all different, aren't we? So tough set of events again. I did the French Front Legiment recently, and it's quite a big difference. I mean, they're both pre-selection tests and pre-selection fitness standards, but and I'm having a bit of a weaker day, but the Rangers one, Airborne Ranger, 75th, it's definitely harder. There's no getting away from it, and I haven't done the third part yet. Just read the over on to fifth part yet, which is a relatively short tab, 6 mile tab, 35 pounder, and I'll do that possibly very early tomorrow morning. I might get up at 4:30 in the morning and see that one off. A bit of a dark video, but it's fine. The time to do these things, isn't it, when you got a family and commitments? But it adds to the fun if I do it nice and early in the morning. So yeah, first 4 parts done. A pass in each, although I think it's pretty fair to say I scraped the sit-ups, because I think I was on a pass number. I think I was 63. I hit 63 at 1 minute 59 seconds. So it is what it is. Something for me to work on. Maybe start off my day a little bit better, get up a bit earlier, a bit more food and drink, get a better warm up in, all those sorts of things, and you know, keep working on it because we've all got strengths and weaknesses. Clearly I can run pretty well. Maybe some of you guys doing selection in the same sort of boat, you can run pretty well, but don't neglect the bodyweight stuff. Crack out the press-ups, crack out the sit-ups, crack up the chin-ups, pull-ups. And you'll definitely be able to do it. But yeah, a decent standard for a pre-selection test, I think. Let's get the last one done and get to the final scoring on it. So maybe about 0.2 of a mile in. Already feeling a little better, a bit better than I was yesterday. I really wasn't feeling very well. It's time to be feeling very well for the last couple of days really. So maybe it's tricked the body a little bit being up so early, but definitely feel a little bit stronger today. Still, you know, trying to crack out 6 miles fasted with 35 pounds and a bit of water. It's never going to be easy, but just give it your best go, don't you? Let's give it a crack. It's going to be really dark in places obviously, so I've picked a relatively safe route that's sort of paths, so it might not be quite so realistic to the real Rangers test, but at the same time you've got to think about those sorts of things as well, and there's no point being silly going out 4:30 in the morning cross country, tripping over, injuring yourself, anything silly like that. So try and be a bit sensible, but also get the test done in as best order as you can. So 1 mile in, feeling okay. Did the first mile in just over 9:20, I think it's 9:25. Just possibly a little bit toppy, a little bit quick, but the route's relatively flat, so just try and keep the pace going as best I can. Gonna turn left in a second, and as soon as I go up this road it's just black, just dark then, so head shorts on I think. Well, the morning's definitely approaching now because they've turned the street lights on. What am I in now? 4.4 miles, 42 minutes, short 42. Still just ticking along as I go. Fortunately, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's just been persistent, sort of drizzle the whole way. And I'm a bit warm, and I've made the schoolboy error that us with glasses do sometimes, because it's early in the morning. I haven't changed my contacts, I'm still in my glasses, so I'm steaming it regularly, but you know, it's not really that big an issue, is it? You can definitely get through that one. Now, if you think back about what I'm taking on here, these pre-selection for Rangers, those guys are going to be doing this in a lot more horrible conditions, you know, not just on the test, but once they get into the real thing, jump out of an aircraft, land 10 miles away from your objective, and tab through enemy territory to get there. And they ain't carrying 35 pounds, they're probably carrying more like 60 to 80, maybe even 100. So yeah, I don't think I can moan about steaming up glasses. Kind of puts it a little bit into perspective though, doesn't it, you know? Anyway, last push really now, 1.5 miles to go. A little bit steamy, a little bit wet, but still going forward, one foot in front of the other. Repeat, managed to get my breathing really under control, so maybe I'm going a bit too easy, but doing it fast as I was a bit worried about blowing up, so I've kind of not decided not to push too hard and still get it done, and got now on 30 to do it, so I thought even if I'm not killing myself I'll still get around in that sort of time, and looks like I will do now because I've got like 45 minutes to do last mile in a bit, so I'll be alright. Right, let's get on with it. The Americans watching,
not sure if you can see this, but there's just over there, there's a clock tower just there, donated to my town Stratford-upon-Avon from the American government, I think it was. So yeah, just a little bit of history. Look at that, I'm an educator as well. What a thing, what a time to be alive, eh? Right, coming up to the end now. Got about 0.4 of a mile to go. Sorry, 0.04, sorry, of a mile to go. So I need less than 100 metres to go to finish this one off. It's been a cracking experience, but I've got to my moment where the energy's running out from being fasted. So I'm glad it's good. There we go, 6. So if you can see me, but 6 miles in just under 57 minutes. 9:29 minute mile pace. Yeah, hard work. Talk out a bit more when I get inside in the light, shall I? So that was all done. Massive respect there to the Rangers. That's a cracking set of challenges for a pre-selection test. Bit disappointed that I wasn't feeling my best, and I've been working hard for the last sort of 6-7 weeks to turn myself from a runner into someone that can do a bit more of the bodyweight strength stuff. Do you know, it just wasn't my day yesterday, but I'm still pleased that I managed to get something done there and close to a pass mark anyway. And yeah, the runs both went alright, despite not quite feeling my best. And yeah, tough set of challenges, nice one the Rangers. Hopefully next time I'm feeling a little bit better, because I've got some others coming up, including I'm going to have a crack at the SEAL selection test, and I'm also, maybe in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks time, I'll have another go at the Rangers one, but I'm going to do the full selection marches, so it's a 12-mile tap, ruck, and a 5-mile run. They've both got some quite tasty times, and I'll do the ruck a little bit more off-road because I'll do it in the daytime. So hey, here we go. So well done Rangers, Airborne, leading the way. Well done guys, that was an awesome set of tests.